definitely keep the chat box open and we can open up some mics. So welcome everybody again to Project Portfolio 2, Portfolio 1, excuse me, week 2, GoTo training. So tonight we're going to review our week 2 assignments, and we're going to have that wonderful open forum for questions. All right. Don't forget you have Professor Kavan's information here. He's your Project Portfolio 2 course director, as well as our DCBS Policy and Procedures chairperson. He's also the department chairperson. So if you ever have questions about anything, okay, if you don't want to come to me, you know what I'm saying, you can also go to him. All right. But hopefully you think I'm cool enough to come to. So hopefully I passed that test with you guys. All right. So for the week 2, so we have a discussion this week. This is probably one of the coolest discussions that we have this month. And it was so cool that I actually made it for week 2 and week 3. So you guys get to do this twice. So you're gonna do a peer critique on your one-page script that you guys turned in. I'm almost finished those. I think I have about 6 more to go. So stay tuned. If you didn't get yours, it should probably be done with those by tomorrow. All right. I know, Patrick, you're always on top of stuff, man. I'm gonna have to double check your work. Don't make sure, but no, good stuff. I know a couple of you guys have already been on top of this and done. So that's great. That would be me. You know what I mean? So great work, Patrick. You have the storyboard tutorial. Make sure you check that out so you can learn all about storyboarding. And then introduction to shot types, very important. You kind of had an introduction last week with the script, so this is kind of continuation onto that. And I tell you, once again, this is something that you will continue to learn, the best type of shots. And then you have your big component, which is your storyboards this week. All right. So with the peer critique, sorry, Patrick, got to hear this again. Pretty much some of you guys have already started this. You guys will be using a wonderful program called VoiceThread. We pretty much will be critiquing some of your classmates' scripts. It's a nice sized group of you guys together. I split you guys up as the best I could and basically put all the scripts in there that have been turned in. Now, I will say this too, Patrick, too, for you as well. Make sure everybody in your group have a script up there. If they do, then you're good to go. So if Patrick, you graded everybody, you good to go, that's in your group. Now, let's say if a situation is someone didn't turn theirs in yet, or maybe something come up, stuff happens, you know what I'm saying? Tonight is the final deadline. So for those who may be missing a script from one of your group members, I would say check back by tomorrow evening. And just make sure that you got everybody. Now, if you have a script that is not in there by tomorrow evening, then you're not going to be responsible for that. Okay. So you'll just grade this, critique the scripts that are in there in your group. All right. So I'm saying that again, you will not be responsible because I always get emails about that. I'm like, we said that in the GoTo, did you go to the GoTo? Did you watch it? That's going to be my question. But yes, so you will not be responsible by tomorrow evening if that script is not up for that group member. All right. Keep in mind, though, too, you have to do at least one video critique. You have to do, I like how you guys are saying, go Braves, go Yankees. I figured you guys would love the baseball teams. So keep in mind, you have to do one video critique, one audio critique, and then the rest can be however you want them to be. So you can do, if you want to type them up, do the text feature. You can do that. Now, I do have some scholars, and hopefully Patrick is one of them since he's already done, that do all video, which I love to see that. It's great for you guys to connect. Just kind of give us that we're in the classroom, okay? So yes, all video does count as the audio and everything else. So if you do all video, you're covered, okay? So I want to challenge you guys to do all video. You know what I mean? If you're that person that's cool like that, you can do all video. Now, if you're that person that's like, man, I'm just going to do that one video, I'm not trying to be in front of the camera, well, then you will have to do at least one video, one audio, and then you can do the rest audio, or you can do the rest how you want. You can do the text feature. Okay. Thanks, Sam. Video, audio. Okay. Sweet, sweet. Just don't forget that one video, Sam. I'll look out for that. But thank you for being honest. We're going to try to break you out of that hopefully this month. Okay. That's going to be my goal. All right. All right. Sweet, sweet. So Brandon is on the same. Crystal, you're good, right? With all video, one video as well. Wow. All right. So I understand. I understand. It'd be like that sometimes, you know, it'd be like that. So, but yes, so make sure you guys cover that. Make sure you understand that, and you guys will be good to go. And it's pretty straightforward. You know, you just want to make sure, you know, you practice the rise model, pure feedback. Just always keep in mind, what did they do really well about this? Okay. And then once you tell them what they did well, and then you see some things that you may think could be better, then you start rolling with the stuff that could be better. And make sure you say it in a positive way so you can kind of lift them up and then guide them. Hey, this is something you could try, you know? So yeah, so it's always great to start with that positive. All right. Thank you guys. I see Michelle gonna do our video. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind here. So yes, so good stuff, guys. Good stuff. I am loving this. You guys are so awesome. So I'm gonna just pull this up real quick, just in case. You know what I'm saying? We have someone that hasn't had an opportunity to check it out yet and just need this extra guidance. So when you go to the link that's in FSO, you're gonna go to the link that's within your group, and then as soon as you hit that link, it should bring you right up to this page. You know, for your group. Of course, this is March. I'm going back into time. You know, you guys should know I was a time traveler. Greetings, Project and Portfolio One students. So you'll get this wonderful introduction from me. To your voice thread. All right. Part of the Tigers group. It was very cold during that time, so that's why I'm all bundled up. So once you hear that introduction, you'll go through all that, and then the next slide will come up here, and this is where you pretty much will add your critique. All right. So what's cool about that? You have this little plus button here. All right. So this plus button you'll hit. So you're able to do a text feature here. You're able to do an audio feature, and you're able to do a video feature. This little phone thing, I'm assuming if you're in the car, it's going to be very hard to do that. Like Crystal is, I think. Crystal says she's in the car right now. So it's probably going to be hard to do that, but that's basically, I'm assuming that's what that feature is. We really don't really use it, but if you're using a phone, I'm assuming that's what that feature. So you have all these wonderful, cool features. And you also have a wonderful pencil tool that you can use as well if you need to mark up anything. All right. I hear you, Michelle. Thank you. Just challenge. Yes, please don't be driving. Just like Stephen said, we don't need that to be going. So once you do your critique, pretty much your video is going to pop up over here for all my videos.
Good evening, Patty. I was taking a look over your script and looking at the shots. The shots all look solid.
See how Zachary gave that positive right off top?
Dialogue. It all appears to be voiceover, so I just noticed a little bit of a formatting issue that I'd recommend making a change to your script.
Thank you, Crystal.
Would be on every single audio set.
All right. Yes, you can review and re-record. I believe you should be able to do that. You should be able to delete because I've had to do that a couple times. But what it's going to ask you is if you want to save it. So yes, Stephen, you should be good to be able to do that. All right. So that's a great example Zachary has there. I think all of these guys were wonderful. Patricia. Did it's videos today. Here. Sorry. All right. So Karen, she decided she wanted to do the text feature here. So this is what the text feature looks like. Okay. So this is just some great examples, guys. Again, you know what I'm saying? Have fun with this assignment. It's really all about you guys and your group and learning. You know what I'm saying? You're learning from each other. So that's why this assignment is so cool. Now, I do notice that the video, depending on your setup, Chrome may work better than Safari. So if you do have problems with Safari, definitely try it in Chrome and you'll be good to go. Okay. All right. Awesome. So everybody's good. You guys are already talking about the storyboard, so let's move on into those. I see. All right. So the storyboards, I'm just pulling this right from the directions, and we're going to go over it. We're going to go over an example here. Okay. So this week, okay, you have a storyboard assignment. We're pretty much taking our script and from last week, and we're going to do the first 6 shots from that script. Okay. And we have a hand. Patrick is raising his hand already. Patrick, you want me to open your mic, or is it something that I may go over? You know, talk to me, Patrick. What's going on? All right, here we go. All right, everybody, we're going to open Pat's mic. Yes, Patrick, what's going on? Welcome to PAP RD2 Radio.
Well, my question is, you know how it said you can do drawing or like a photograph from
Mhm, mhm.
Photoshop.
Yes, 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 sir.
Um, one part of my story, I don't have all my equipment and everything that I was going to be using in the shot. So could
Hmm.
I do like photograph on some of it, and then the ones that I don't have my equipment that I was going to have in the background, could I draw and have photograph too?
For this assignment, I will clear you for that. But of course, future
Okay.
reference when you're getting ready for a production, I would say just keep them consistent. But I understand your situation right now.
Okay.
So I'll give you the clearance on that, and I may even give you that note, like just make sure it's consistent. Just moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, you wouldn't want to have some drawings and then some that you take pictures of. It's just keep it consistent.
Right.
But yeah, but I totally understand. So yeah, so that'll be fine for this. I'll just probably give you that note again, and you're good.
Okay.
You're good on that,
All
definitely.
right. That
Cool,
is
cool.
all I wanted to ask.
All right, Patrick. All right, man. Well, hang on tight. All
All right.
right. I'll be here if you
Oh,
have
I
any more
am.
questions. All right.
All right. Thank you.
No problem, Patrick.
Bye.
All right, sweet. All right, cool, cool. Awesome. So if you have any more questions, just let me know, and we can always open you guys' mics. All right. So good question, though, Patrick. So yeah. So as Patrick was saying here, okay, of course you're gonna you have three ways you can do this. So you can draw these by hand, which a lot of students do. My favorite way to do, I would say, is to take those pictures because it's so easy to take a picture and show exactly what you want to showcase on screen. So just keep that in mind. You also can draw them out in Photoshop, which is a wonderful program that you guys should all have now because you all, I think, checked off that on your list in the beginning of week one. So make sure you have Photoshop. Use the template on Photoshop. Yes, you can. You just have to open it up. Yeah, so you should be able to do that as well. But the template, Brendan, that's provided, you can actually drop the pictures right in. But you should be able to open it up if you want to draw in Photoshop. So you have a couple different type of templates there. So yeah. All right. Cool, cool. Celeste, you're good. I'm assuming. All right. Sweet, sweet. Okay. Drawing the storyboards an industry standard, right? As opposed to images. Yes. Okay. So you guys always remember you're looking at these just like you're taking a picture. Like if you have your camera phone, which your camera phone is great too. If you have a really nice camera phone, you can use that for this. Um, but you're pretty much taking a landscape image, and that's pretty much what it's like on your screen if you take an image and you were to open it up on your screen. So think landscape, think what it's going to look like on the TV screen or your computer screen, and you will be fine. Okay, so just think about a landscape image. You're going to bring that image into pretty much the template, and then you're pretty much going to size it up, and we'll go over that here in a second too. So yeah, but great questions, guys. I'm loving the questions. This is awesome. Okay. And you guys are communicating back and forth. So sweet stuff. All right. So everybody is good on that. Any other questions about what we're looking for? And these are actually right in the directions. So you guys can always refer to that. You can refer back to this video as well. Michelle says, I'm very familiar with storyboarding. Does it matter what type of arrows I use for showing movement and zooming? Who can answer that question? Patrick. You know I'm gonna call on you. Thank you, Celeste. So, what's the difference, guys? Anybody know? So, Michelle want to know. So, when it comes to arrows, now it's one arrow that means it's a camera movement, and it's another arrow that means it's the character movement. So, who wants to take a stab? Closed ones for movement of talent, open for camera. Thank you, Sam. There you go. Okay, and that's something you just got to keep practicing to remember. Okay, but thank you, Sam. Right on it. All right. You want to talk, but you don't know where on the phone, Crystal. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. So let me see. Hold on. Let me just open your mic, Crystal, and then we'll go from there. Here we go. Crystal, can you hear me?
Hi guys.
There you go.
Hi
What's
guys.
going
How
on?
are you?
We can
I
hear you.
finally, yay! I'm so glad. I'm in California in the back seat. I'm actually I directed my first music video 2 days ago, and we're finishing up in Vegas in the desert. So I'm really excited to
Nice.
still be a part of class, and I appreciate it so much.
Yes,
But
sweet.
my
Awesome.
quick question, I know I'm like three hours behind from Florida time, but I did review the tutorial yesterday, and I
Mhm.
did press complete. My question is, I know I pressed complete on it, but I still need that tutorial. I can still go back to that Vimeo while I have my Photoshop up, right?
Yes, you should be able to. And
Okay.
if it's not there, just hit me up, and I can always send you the link again or whatnot
Okay.
or any template. But yeah, but
Awesome.
you
Awesome.
should be good to go. But just in case,
Okay.
just let me know.
It's gonna be my first time illustrating on it, so I'm excited.
Sweet, sweet, awesome. Well, I
I'm gonna
can't
I'm
wait
gonna
to
I'm
see.
gonna I'm gonna take the challenge and do it on Photoshop.
Okay, okay, awesome. You guys actually, and I'll tell you guys the secret. You guys actually get video grading from me on this one. So I'm actually going to be speaking to you and showing stuff on the screen while I'm grading you. So it's a pretty
Awesome.
cool way. So I'll send you a video with pretty much how I graded you. So yeah, so I can't wait.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm so excited. But don't worry about my drawing.
Oh, I
Don't
won't.
like
I won't talk. I won't talk about it. I won't talk about it. Trust me, I'm not good at. I'm not good at either. So that's why I have
yeah.
programs. that I use.
I make great flowers. That's why.
Okay, sweet, sweet,
I put a lot of
sweet.
wildflowers on there.
All right, let's see.
So
Let
yeah.
me see some
Thank you
flowers
so
in there.
much. Thank you
Hey,
so
no
much.
problem. Thank you, Crystal. Awesome, man. You guys are so awesome. I tell you, I'm your favorite bunch right here. I really mean it. So keep rocking, guys. All right. So did anybody else? Let me see. So Michelle's talking about use stick arrows for showing movement and close arrows for camera movements. All right. That's a good question there. So usually I would say just draw the arrows out. Don't make them stick because it kind of can be a little confusing. So just draw them out like an actual, how an arrow would look without the stick figure. So two lines um, to draw. So yeah. So I would say do it that way just to be safe, Michelle, so we can totally understand what's going on. And then of course in your description you can always tell us too what's going on. So yeah. So that's right, Sam. Nobody. So yeah, so good stuff, guys. Awesome. So we're gonna just keep going, and again, just let me know if you have questions. All right. So naturally, these are, of course, should be about your Who I Am as a Filmmaker project, which is your script. So remember that. We're only doing the first 6 frames, so you don't have to give me 7 or 8 because I'm gonna just delete those and focus on the 6. So keep that in mind. If you do want to continue to go on, oh, that's totally fine, but keep it on your end. Just turn in that 6 because that's what we're using for the peer critiques as well as your grade for this. So it's okay to move forward, but just kind of turn in the first 6. Okay. Um, Now, with your each shot should be numbered. Okay, 1 through 6. We'll go over that here just so you'll know. All right. Brendan, that's okay if you only have 4 scenes. I want you to just start thinking beyond that. So some of those scenes, you know how the most exciting documentaries, we have a couple different shots. Maybe we'll do a close up. Maybe we'll do a medium shot of that character talking. We may go to a close up on their hands or their foot tapping just to show some different stuff. So now you're going to have to just think about 6 shots that you can do in those 4 scenes. So yeah, so 4 scenes is totally fine, but just think about, okay, I can probably show this shot and I can show this shot. So yeah, or you can move forward to the scene 5, like what you imagine the next shot to look like, So that's always another good way to do it too. Okay, but great stuff. All right. So a 1 to 2 sentence shot description, very important. People lose points. Okay. A shot type abbreviation, very important. People lose points. Okay. Images must show screen direction. And what they mean by that, we should see where your character's face is looking. Okay. So if it's the back of their head, then of course you'll tell us that, but we need to know that they're facing a certain direction. Okay. And in the tutorials, they show you ways to do that, especially if you're drawing them out. Okay. Make sure you fill up that white space in the background. I see that a lot too. It's a lot of white space in the background. So images must show background. So if you're in a room make a wall, put that little line in the background to make it look like a wall. So that's always a great way to do that too. All right. Stephen says, I think I have more than 6 shots in my first page. Stephen, how did you do that? You have a template with 6 shots, Stephen. Me and you, man, we're going to talk, Stephen, for real. We should just so just do the first 6, Stephen. You creating your own template over there, man. But just do the first 6. Now, sometimes I see students too, they do like maybe they'll put 2 images in kind of one frame. I want you guys to also keep in mind too, you're getting ready to shoot this. So even if it is a frame that you want to show 2 images going at one time, you know what I'm saying? We always see those wonderful edits that have different frames within one frame. You will still need to shoot all of those frames separately. So still include those as separate frames, and then you can always make them do what you need them to do in post-production. All right. So you're just thinking about, okay, my crew is going to have to shoot each of these separately. Then in post-production, me or my editor, we can bring it together. So always keep that in mind. All right. Let's see. Got some more stuff going on here. I'm just going down to the top. Okay, we cool. All right. Yes, Brendan. Definitely. Let me know if you have questions. That's exciting to know that you're starting it. So let's say, do you abbreviate tracking shots? Yes, it can go either way with that, Celeste. I've seen it both ways. Of course, they're trying to keep everything simple. So as long as it's abbreviated in a way that we know exactly what you mean, I think that makes it look better, So, and I'm trying to just think of an example. I mean, pan, of course, is just 3 letters, so it's just really quick. So you just say pan, P-A-N, with your shot. It'll be pretty much. So for instance, medium shot / pan, and then you put the description, okay, of Ron walking into the building, okay, or you can say long shot, tilt, Ron looking up at the sky. So you can easily just do those type of shots. It don't necessarily need to be abbreviated. If it's anything longer than that, I would just say just try to keep it short, and to the point. Okay. All right. Well, great questions. All right. So here's the one question that came up. Look at that. All right. So character and camera movement should be shown through the use of close and open arrow symbols. Close arrow, talent movement. Okay. So we have any questions, it's right there in your directions. All right. Sweet. All right. And don't forget your name convention. Okay. Here. Last name, first name, storyboards. Of course, you guys make sure you're getting that. I did see a couple people lost points because of that this past week. So just make sure you're naming your files correctly. Make sure you're saving it as a PDF. All right. And of course, this is due by Sunday. So let's do a quick practice real quick. Look at that. So who was that told me? Was that you, Stephen? I think that was, right? You have more than 6 shots on the... Stephen, you see how many shots are here, brother? So I don't know what you did over there, Stephen. But yes, try to keep it like this. It's pretty much straightforward. You can always add those extra shots on another page, Stephen, and then just save them as you continue to add on. So you'll be good. All right. So right here, we have the template open. All right. This is what we're going to work in. We're just going to do a quick practice run. Now, since I'm not such the best drawer, I have some images here that I'm going to be using for this particular assignment. All right. And of course, I'll give you guys the wonderful program that I use to do my storyboards after you finish the class, because I don't want you to use them now. So, all right. What's Stephen talking about? I'm talking about my script versus this story. Okay, I got you, Stephen. Okay, so yeah, so with that case, then of course you just do the first 6, and then you'll move on from there. So, but that's cool, man. You have a lot to work with. So great stuff. All right. Sweet. All right. So make sure you put your name. This is so people forget to do this. You know what I'm saying? Put your name at the top. The title is already there. So I don't see how people forget to put the title, because it's already there unless you delete it. So, but make sure you have that at the top. You should have a title and a name on everything. Okay. You want to make sure you get full credit. All right. So you have a drag and drop boxes for all of your shots here. So it should be pretty straightforward. Now, if you're drawing your shots, you're pretty much going to have to scan each shot and pretty much drag them in. Some students draw right onto the sheet and scan it, which is fine. I don't make a big deal about that, but just make sure we can read exactly what's going on so we can see your image clearly and all that good stuff. All right. So I have a couple shots here. I'm just going to drag and drop right in place just for an example here. You can see how easy that is. Just drag and drop. So we did all the hard work for you guys here. So you just gotta put it together, you know. Of course, take the wonderful images. All right. Sweet. All right, cool. All right, so so as you see, these shots are already numbered. Sometimes when you start typing, you may make a mistake and delete the number on accident. So just make sure you have your number there. That keeps us on point. And just basically show us which direction you're going with your shots. Now, let's just play some questions here. So what type of shot would you say this is? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? All right, who we have here? All right, we got a couple good jobs here. Let's see who was first on getting it right. Okay, let's see who was first. You guys are right. All my wide shots, you guys are right. Okay, so great job, everybody who said wide shot. Stephen, you was number one. You was first. Well, Linda, I think you meant to say wide. You just forgot your W there. So Linda, technically, yes, you were close, Linda. We'll give you 0.5% for that, okay? Crystal, you were the last one. I figured it was because you were probably texting over there. All right, just make sure you're not texting and driving, okay? That's the joke for the night. Yes, Stephen, I hear you. All right. So yes, you guys are correct. Wide shot of, and we'll just say this is me. Thank you. Yes, yes. Wide shot of run in front of the camera. I mean, whatever you want to give run in action. So run in front of the camera is fine. Or standing in the studio, setting up, either one of those are fine. So that's pretty much all you need for this assignment. Wide shot of run in front. I forgot my of. See, that's why even I have to go back and read over stuff. See? So wide shot of run in front of the camera. Okay. Or wide shot of run talking to the camera. Any of those could work. All right. So you pretty much giving us your shot type, which is a wide shot, whatever your character's in, as you see. And then you're telling us who the shot type is of and what they're doing. So of run in front of the camera. All right. Yes, Celeste, I always say do it in complete sentences. It makes it much better. And a lot of this stuff I tell you because I do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so much smoother that way. So I always say, yes, do it in complete sentences. And it's pretty much straightforward. And a lot of this stuff you guys will see too, you're just pretty much taking it right from your script. So check out your notes that you're getting for your script. Some of you guys didn't have complete sentences on that. And I told you, make sure this is a complete sentence. So just pretty much it's the same thing. You're pretty much copy and pasting right from your script. So it makes the process easier across the board. So, but great question though. So definitely make it a complete sentence. All right. Now, let's keep going, and then I'll show you guys how I do things a little more. Okay, Patrick said I checked, but we'll correct any errors that I had. It didn't check. You said it didn't show you the errors, Patrick, you saying? Or you got to make sure you open it up in Adobe if you do have errors, So if you don't have any errors, then you're good. Patrick. If you see this little yellow bubble at the top, that means you knocked it out the park, So just double check, but it does have to be in Adobe, and I do leave a message for those who knocked it out the park at the top in a little bubble, yellow bubble. All right. All right, so next shot. Who can tell me what number 2 is? What is number 2? Oh, y'all ready that time. I think y'all typed it out and just hit enter. It had to be. Linda, how someone they still got you, Linda. But good job. You came in right there. All right, Sam, great job. You're the first place, Sam. All right, so this is a medium shot. Medium shot of Ron talking to camera or whatever the action is. Okay. And really, these complete sentences are just pretty much straightforward. Medium shot of, they're pretty straightforward. Okay, and you guys are getting this wonderful example too that I give you guys too within it. So they actually have some real images. All right, let's move on. Number 3. Good job. Whoa, Crystal. Crystal is ready. Crystal, don't be going ahead and try to move forward to number 4. I see what you're doing over there. Meter shot of Run. Okay. All right. And as you guys see too, like some of your shots now, because this is like a documentary, so you may have the person in front of the camera for a lot of this, talking to the camera. But you guys know too, as you watch documentaries, like the best thing is when you see in the action, you seeing them involved in something, you seeing a story being told. So don't feel like you just have to keep your character in front of the camera talking. Like, show us the story. I think those are the best documentaries. I mean, look at reality TV, how they do things, and think about some of your favorite documentaries, so keep that in mind. Like, for instance, here we have 3 shots of Ron doing the same exact thing. Okay. If we had him in front of the camera in a wide shot, that would get boring really quickly. Okay. So that's why we have a variety of shots. So we have a wide shot, medium shot, a close up. So we can go to another shot, some B-roll, and then we can always come back to one of these particular shots. And we have it in so many different versions that it will never get, kind of boring to the eye, so keep that in mind. All right. So we're going to a different shot. Who can tell me what number 4 is? All right, Sam, don't jump the gun. Medium long shot over here. Close. I'll probably just say, Sam, this would be more of a long shot. All right, and I say long shot because it's right at the legs up. All right, medium, I would say, is probably more so right below the waist. Medium long shot. Okay. So yeah, so keep that in mind. And again, guys, you just keep reviewing this stuff. It's just one of those things you got to keep reviewing. But hey, we rolling. So yeah, so this would be a great example of a long shot. And it's almost can be a long wide shot almost because Ron has so much space. But you're clear with just the long shot in that category. Long shot of Ron on stage. All right. So straightforward. Long shot of Ron on stage. All right. Now we have 2 characters here. Now this is going to be a little more trickier. Okay, Linda jumped the gun and said 2 shot. 2 shot of what though? So it is a 2 shot, but what kind of shot are the 2 that's in the 2 shot in? That's the big question. So right, so less medium shot. So yeah, so usually it's 2 ways you can do this. Like Linda was saying, you can have 2 shot, and then I've seen it a couple different ways. So 2 shot MS is fine. MS 2 shot. I think 2 shot MS is probably the way I've seen it. But the way I do it, I just scratch out that 2 shot thing and just put the 2 in front of the shot type, which is MS, and then I'm good to go. And I go on. 2 MS of Ron talking. Here we go. Ron directing. Let's do that. We can switch it up. Sarah on stage. No. Actually, they're at the movie theaters. What I'm talking about here. 2 shot, 2 MS of Ron and Sarah at the movies. I see I got some stuff I need to fix up here because the of shouldn't be capitalized. We're going to bring that back down. And for some reason, it went to bold text on me, which I don't like that. So, of course, we'll have to change that up. So we'll go over here and take that off. Boom. All right. So now everything is consistent. So that's something else. I don't know if it's just I'm just picky, but I like to see stuff consistent. Okay, I'm in that producer mindset. So you guys are the directors, you guys are the writers. You're presenting your work to me, so I like stuff consistent. So keep that in mind. Okay, it should be consistent throughout. Everything should look exactly the same in your description, at least the way it's set up. All right, so we have another wonderful shot here. Let's see who can get this one. Oh, 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 who's that? Crystal. Whoa, Linda, great job. Hold on. Let me see. This is, hold on. Two shot MS. That was Crystal. That was for the last one, I think. Crystal 2MS OTS. That's very close. Linda OTS. That is definitely a great example here. So yeah. So you guys are pretty much, I would say majority are correct with the OTS. Now, something else that is really cool too. I've done it both ways where I just said OTS, but to make sure your crew is like if you want something very certain, like it has to be like this. It's always great to say OTS medium shot. Um, and then of course you say Sarah talking to Ron. All right, so it's over. Of course, it's over Ron's shoulder, but it's an MS of Sarah. Okay, talking to Ron. All right. So yeah, so great job with that. So sometimes it's okay just to put OTS, but because I do that sometimes, but I think it clears it all up just to say OTS slash or MS. I think you should say OTS first. That's the way I would do it. But I'm OTS dash MS. Okay. So great job. You guys are on that with the OTS. All right. Any questions on that so far? Everybody good, right? That's some cool stuff. You guys just were killing it right now. So any questions? Everybody good on that? Sweet. That's what I love to see. All right. Now, I'm just going to show you guys something else. This is all that's required for this assignment, by the way. So I'm going to be looking for your shot type. Make sure it's abbreviated. I'm looking to make sure it's numbered. Make sure you have this wonderful description. Okay. Make sure these are your images. Okay. All 6 are your images. You either shot or you drew them or designed them in Photoshop. And, just making sure they're on point, the best that you can give them. Okay. So as long as you do that and it's in complete sentences, your name and stuff at the top, you're good to go. All right. And now if it's any other feedback, of course, I'm going to give you that feedback. But that's pretty much will get you an A. Okay. All right. Now, something I love to share, stuff that I do. So something else, if you, let me just pull this to the side over here. So if you look at this example, you'll see that I have some extra goodies in my description. Okay, you see I have the scene heading there from the script. Okay, and now I don't know where that came from. It was just something that I was like, hey, this would probably make our job a lot easier. So I started doing that with my shorts, and it just became something that I love to do, and it keeps us on point with everything. So so it's something that I continue to do. So I love to tell you guys that it could help you guys too. So I usually just put the scene heading from the script of that shot. So I start out with the scene heading. Remember, it's in all caps. And then underneath, I put the shot type and then what the shot type is of. So long medium shot of Donnell in the hall right here. Of course, it's an interior school hall day. Okay. And then I put a little bit, if you have a little space, you want to give them just a little more. Students stand around watching the altercation. Okay. So that's pretty much, a great example. Number 2, interior bathroom night, medium shot of Rodney in the mirror. Rodney examines his black eye. See, I'm telling exactly everything that I'm going for and what I'm trying to shoot. All right. Now, number 3, you see, I only did the OTS there. All right. But everybody got it. It was good. I could have easily said, okay, medium shot, OTS medium shot of Mr. Smith, because that's pretty much what he was in. All right. So that's just some really great examples. And these are some great examples of those shots too. All right. These are actually screenshots from previous movies that I've shot. So some great examples. If you look at the close up, usually close up are objects. Okay. They're not just on the people, but if you're doing a close up of maybe your laptop or you typing, that's usually a close up. You're getting right in there. And we're seeing the hands typing on the computer. Okay. So keep that in mind as well. If you're doing a medium shot, your character, as you see these medium shots, your character is pretty much taking up the majority of the frame. Okay, so keep that in mind. We were just going over a long, medium shot. So this would be a long, medium shot. Great example in number 1. All right. And another shot that we didn't go over in number 4, a POV. This is how I would do a POV. So I'm letting you know this is the POV of an actor, Daryl, who we don't see in frame because he's the POV. It's his POV. And then it's a 2 medium shot of Mike and his mother looking out the window. All right. So some good little extra stuff. And again, you have this this example within your downloads. So definitely check that out if you have questions. How are we feeling tonight? Is there, or some of you guys still in early evening? So how's everybody? We good? Everybody good? Awesome, Steven. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Michelle. I'm trying to keep up with y'all. Celeste, thank you. All right. All right. Living the dream, Ryan. I love it. Awesome, Patrick. Man, you guys were super awesome tonight. Like, I really enjoyed, and I'm hoping you guys are going to be at next week's GoTo as well. Let's continue to keep having fun this month. Please let me know if you have questions, concerns. You guys have all my information. So reach out to me. Try to get to me, of course, before the weekend, because you guys know how the weekends can get busy. I'm not in front of the computer as much, but yes, try to get to me if you have questions, and I'll be here. I will be available for you guys. All right. All right. So if everybody's good, that's all for tonight. All right. Thank you guys. All right. So next week, same time, same place. And I will be here. So awesome. I'll stick around in case anybody has questions or concerns. All right. But you guys are good to go.